Club NGMI.
Oh, welcome. We are so glad you made it to Club NGMI Dad Edition. Get it started early so we can go to sleep early. It's going to be so good. No, we're getting started early because UNC, I don't even know who UNC's playing, but UNC's playing somebody in the finals. Kansas?
Jeez.
Holy shit, Dad Edition. Here he is.
Wow, that was quick.
I was like, "You're gonna make me wait in the lobby for my own show?" What's it? What's
Show
this?
doesn't revolve around you,
like
Babs.
waiting around. Am I allowed to come on? Thanks.
I didn't even see you.
I was here before the intro even started. I'm like, okay, I guess.
That's hilarious.
Well, I got a routine.
Yeah,
I gotta get my vibes going for the start of the show. It's
fashionably late, Babs. Come on.
I was legit like on time, and Dangy just wouldn't let me in.
Babs just threw his kids into bed. Like, I'm out of here. Gotta get the show.
They're all cranky. It was time for bed. Yeah, worked out. The one night it worked out. I could get in early.
God, dude, my older one is just wearing me out. Just so whiny right now.
That's why you put them to sleep, right?
Can't handle it. Trey, how are your kids?
Could not imagine having kids. I love victory lapping, not having kids. While I don't, I see it like it's like the people that victory lap, when they're winning $1 million in DFS after the first quarter. You have all that hope and it's amazing while it's happening. You just know that it's not going to last. So I'll victory lap not having kids for as long as I don't have them.
Lou, how about you? How are your kids?
Same. Having nieces and nephews is fun because you can go hang out with them, have all the same fun time, but you don't have to do like the cleanup or the screaming. You just send them back.
True. Tig, welcome to the show.
Yeah.
How are your kids? You got one kid, I believe.
I got one kid, and one's enough for me. Same thing, 5-year-old, but he's a handful. So definitely could definitely understand the dad edition of the club going
early
because I'm wrecked by like 9:30. I just want to chill on my couch and not do anything.
We were talking before the show, and Babs wasn't early enough to hear this, but you live, Tig, in a region of the world that is known for partying. We were wondering when's the last time you went to an actual club, and it's been a while.
Yeah, and I was saying the last time I can remember it was like a club lounge was the night that the Hoots ran, and I was in the club and in the lounge. I couldn't do anything about it, and they were just running. I couldn't sell. I couldn't do anything because I barely had any signal. But that was a fun night. I remember the Hootie Hoo gift came out a lot, so that was fun.
Yeah. I knew what you looked like for some reaon before then, but then I know people like thought you looked like that white dude.
I think KG or somebody thought that was me. Like, oh yeah, I think it was KG that thought that the actual image was a picture of me. I was like, what, dude? I've been on stream like I don't know how many times. What are you talking about, man? But yeah, good time.
That reminds me of Trey and his Avatar because for a while,
right?
Like, oh, maybe I don't know. Maybe Trey's a lady. I don't know.
You never know.
That's how you connect people when you don't know what they look like, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that circles right back to NFTs. How NFTs might have a lasting impact on our world, right? PFPs, how you connect to your PFPs, how quickly you change it. Speaking of PFPs, Lou, I saw you leading the charge. What is this Frank bullshit? I swear I blinked and people were like, Frank, and people were like, I'm on Frank. What happened?
Did you not mint? I don't think any of us minted actually.
No,
it was just they have like 150 ETH secondary already. I don't know. It came out. It was minted like an hour ago. It's like the hottest thing in the last couple hours. Because
but are they cross chain as well, or no?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. They have like one channel in their Discord.
They have two channels.
This is Frank.
They're both called Frank.
Two channels.
One is just announcements, but everyone, when you go into their Discord, your name switches to Frank. And I'm pretty sure if you write any words in there that are not Frank, your message instantly gets deleted. So bullish on those devs. Apparently, they hired someone else to do the dev work. There was some tweet about it where people were wondering if this guy was like part of the team, and he's like, "Oh yeah, they didn't know how to like do any of the code, so I just wrote it for them."
Oh my god.
Bullish.
I mean,
Bullish.
wow.
It's
Why?
tons
Speaking
of activity.
of dad, like I missed the last like hour and a half. Like I miss Franks and I miss the Cool Cat pump. I feel like what that dinner time for dads, you miss all the good stuff. It's like, and that's what everything happens around that time. So I have a hard time
It really
keeping up.
does.
It's like Cool Cat.
Yeah,
They
the Cool
pumped and
Cat-
then dumped instantly, like while I was eating dinner.
That Cool Cat rumor
Yeah.
lasted for a good 45 minutes.
Yeah.
That was shut
That's like
down.
the Toads.
We went on
the
this-
Toads rumor. They
Can you-
shot up and then went right back down.
The
So I
Toads
missed it.
one
I
was
need
true.
a
It kind of
like,
was, yeah.
TLDR on that one. I missed it. Like people are like mad at Farouk. Did he spread the
Yeah,
rumor?
I don't get why people
So-
are mad at Farouk. Did it come out on Rug Radio? That
No,
was that
so-
Spaces.
Well, NFT Nick and Pio, who are from the Nifty portal, they created a space. It said breaking news: Cool Cat's acquisition. So then I went on Twitter just to see if I saw anything, and one of the pinned tweets said, "I have it under good authority from 2 sources, saying that Cool Cats have been acquired," and that's how it all started. So then I wrote on the Discord, "Go, hey, there's rumors of Cool Cats being acquired." And then I saw Lou jumped in the spaces and all that stuff. So it ran for a good half hour, 45 minutes. Then before even Klon tweeted about it, the community manager from the Cool Cats gets on the spaces and she's like, "Hey, sorry to bust the bubble and break up the party, but it's all rumors. The Cool Cats have not been sold. And I could tell you straight from the source that these are all false rumors." And then everybody just started listing them back up after buying them.
There was like a battle in the spaces.
Yeah, look at that.
Dude,
So how
Cool
is
Cats
Farouk?
can't catch a break.
How is Farouk connected? Because I just quickly like saw it popped
Well,
on Twitter and
people
people were
just
mad
hate
at
Farouk.
him. So
Well, he had just finished his Rug Radio spaces. They brought him on into the NFT Nick spaces, and they were asking him, "Hey, do you know anything about this? Have you heard anything about it?" And he was like, you know him. He was like, "Oh, I don't know. I've heard rumors." Like just playing along with that shit. But he didn't know shit either, man. It's just all bullshit. But yeah, so they're just giving him shit because he's always correlated with Cool Cats pumping and all that shit. So he was probably listing. Who knows? He was probably listing it during the pump as well.
Yeah, I
But,
didn't see him sell any in that pump, which after the last time that happened,
Yeah,
I'm sure he's a little more
the
careful
worst.
now. But
Where
Rug
did they
Radio
go
had
from?
their token came out today.
yeah. They announced they had like a big
So I
town
didn't know
hall
if it was
today.
tied around the same time.
Yeah, it was they had a big town hall today, and right when it wrapped up, that's when they were talking about the rumors.
I just saw people saying that NFT Nick guy is going to go to jail now. But
Dude, that was the weirdest thing. Like some it was a girl that came on. She sounded like a little kid. She sounded like a 14-year-old kid, but it was a girl that came on, and she just started like tearing this guy apart, like just yelling at him. She's like, "Stop flooding the Cool Cats and all this shit." And Nick kicked her off the stage. He's like, "I'm the fucking king of this place. This is my fucking town." All this bullshit. I was like,
Dude.
"What the fuck?" And then Lou was on the space, and I'm like, "Yo." So whatever. He was to kick her out. The community manager came on.
There.
The rumor got shot down. He was like, "Oh, I want to apologize. I owe this person a great apology and all this shit." So then Lou left, and like I was texting Lou, "You left at the perfect time. This girl comes back on right after he apologized to her. and
They
she's
let
like-
her come back on?
They let her back on. They apologized to her. She's like, "I don't give a fuck about your apology. We can move on from that." But she's like, "I'm just a person. I want to be heard in this space. I'm a woman in this space. I gotta fight for my right to talk over all you men." All this shit. I was like, "All right, this is weird. I'm out of here." It just became something completely else. But yeah, it was just weird.
Twitter Spaces emotions are like, it's like on steroids.
Yeah.
Most of the time when I get into any Twitter space, it's just like everybody's emotions are like so euphoric or just so like exaggerated to the max. It's ridiculous. It's why I don't like going into them. It just feels so like artificial and like weird.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of them, but then once we started doing the whole hot dog stuff, we started doing the spaces and jumping on other people's spaces, and I could see the value in them and the way you could connect with other people that are not familiar with you or your project. But man, one day there's been times I've been on some spaces that's really bad. I'm like,
Curveballs.
yeah,
I've heard a lot of crying on spaces.
I'm
was like the
telling you,
fifth
dude,
time.
emotions are crazy on
It's-
Spaces.
yeah,
It's great.
yeah.
It gets weird.
It was insane. It got weird. I was like, yeah, I don't got time for this shit. I was just trying to hear if the rumors are real or not. But yeah, it happens.
Why would people cry on a Spaces? Like,
They're emotional.
do they think it's
They're
like life or
emotional, man.
death?
She's okay.
So-
the girl said she was in LFT LA. She was in NFT LA. She didn't sleep for 48 hours because she was like hosting events and like just collabing with people and all that shit. She's like, I haven't slept for 48 hours. The whole time I was there, I couldn't even talk. And not the fact that I physically couldn't.
Not take-
Oh no, we lost.
We
Now
lost
Tig
in the
can't
middle of the
talk.
story. Kick him off the Spaces. Dang, you booted him.
It's because he's on
He's
that
back.
damn phone.
He's back. You're back, Tig.
Yeah.
Hang on, give me a second. I can't hear y'all.
Yeah, they had like a community manager came on and was like, "Hey, you guys don't know who I am. Maybe you do, but I just wanted to come on and tell you that it's not true, even though this Spaces is called Breaking News Cool Cats acquisition." Like,
So here's my question: could it be like maybe Yuga Labs didn't acquire them, but could they be part of the other side in some other form? That's maybe not an acquisition, but like a more of a partnership, right? Like maybe the rumor got like Purple Monkey dishwasher in translation. Do you
I think
think
it's like,
Game
like
of
the World Wide
classic game
Web
of
stuff.
telephone.
Yeah.
Like
You
you
know,
can
like-
have them there in the world. Like they'll be one of the first NFTs that you can have.
Like
living
maybe
on
it's
your
one
land
of
or something.
what maybe it's like one of like 7 kingdoms or something.
Yeah. Right.
Are we doing
Like
gnomes?
they were in the trailer. They have some sort of connection. I just think they weren't
Right?
straight
No.
up bought.
But that
out.
trailer could have wasn't that trailer just them saying that like we're putting these people, like they weren't even necessarily collabing with those brands,
yeah,
right? They were kind of just
Well, they
saying
did
like, hey, these
buy
are like the prominent
Toads,
NFTs.
right?
I guess
They
maybe
buy
it
Toads?
felt more like they were just like, these are the big names in the space. We're putting them in there because we're all like, almost like we're all gonna make it type vibes.
Yeah, they wanted to set war against Azuki, Doodles, and Clonex and not put those ones in.
That's fair.
But maybe like we know nothing about like their metaverse, right? Like maybe there's a Cool Cats land, like maybe there's a World of Women land, like maybe they're all segregated, and maybe you can have a piece of, you know what I mean? Like maybe it's more of a partnership like that.
Yeah.
Would that be like? Could that be something, right? Like, would that make those collections more valuable if there were, 7 dedicated lands to those specific collections? Like maybe that was just a teaser and we never looked into it enough, right?
Yeah, and I think
Guys,
it shows that like if you do believe in that when these things dip, like that's what happened with Cool Cats. Didn't it get down to like 7 today or yesterday? Like maybe that just means when these things dip is a good time to buy, because it just takes one, hey, they got acquired and it goes up 10%. Gary V, huh?
We got a Gary bomb. Look Alive tomorrow afternoon, 2:45 to 4 Eastern. That means it'll be delayed until dinner time, Babs. Apparently 1.155 ETH layer 1, which is that's a little bit surprising considering
layer 0
IMX or whatever.
What is this? Is
What's
this
it
for?
for though?
Who knows?
I don't know.
Oh,
Well,
Apparently
isn't
it's
it
a
V-
bot. Yeah,
But
there's
isn't-
like a Gary V bot.
I thought tomorrow was when wasn't the
Yeah.
book game snapshot supposed to happen
Yeah.
tomorrow? I thought.
Yeah. Tomorrow's a
Oh.
snapshot.
Hmm.
So it could be that.
I still need
Does
to
that
figure
mean
my
you can
shit out
mint?
with that
You can
stuff.
mint VFriends 2 for 1.155. No.
That seems cheap.
He said
That
it
seems
wasn't
pretty
going to be
cheap.
tomorrow, though. I thought.
Oh.
Surprise.
Dude, there's too much shit going on with the book games. I can't keep track of it.
Yeah.
Dude, I sold my book game today for 0.52
Nice.
or something, I think.
Where's
I only
Ja?
have one.
Ja would
I only
I
have
know.
haven't
one,
touched
so-
mine. Ja's all over this stuff.
Ja read
Yeah.
up on this. He should know.
Yeah, he's been answering everyone's questions in the little thread we have.
I was
Yeah,
trying to
Josh-
sell mine
Josh
too
is
because I thought if you only had one, it wasn't worth the gamble.
I don't think it
right?
is because
So
you
like
gotta
I was
have.
trying to.
Well, that's why I sold mine. I only had one. I'm like,
Yeah.
the chances of me winning that raffle are pretty slim. So I'd rather just set it up on the pump and whatever. I'm happy with it.
Especially
whatever.
right before the Snapchat. That's
Yeah.
probably the
Yeah.
right play. Unless
Yeah.
unless you have like a decent amount, then it's probably the right play to just sell
It's like
it. and take your-
20%, right?
I
Something
thought
like that.
15% chance.
Yeah, I think it was like
or something.
I
Is
think
that
it was
right?
like 15.
Yeah.
I think it's 1 in 4
Is
is
it?
what is the
Yeah.
odds. Yeah.
Oh,
But-
that's 25 though. That's not bad.
But then
but
but then you can like burn after, so like
Yeah.
you get you get to be in the
Yeah.
snapshot for the raffle, and then you get the choice to also burn if you want. It's I don't even see, that's the thing. I
Confusing.
haven't even done
Yeah.
enough research on it.
This feels Beanie-esque. So maybe Gary and Beanie actually
Kind
did
of.
work together on the
He's
Wolf
like-
game. Like, what if we layer so much BS and then people will like it?
Yeah, yeah. Gary's like the good version of Beanie though. Like Beanie is like the evil villain, and Gary
Sure.
is like this like noble, ambitious hero or whatever.
What's
It's
that
kind
like
of funny.
web?
Like
the
they're the
chart?
antithesis of each other.
Like chaotic
oh,
it's a-
evil.
the chaotic.
That's Beanie's
Yeah.
chaotic evil. Where would Gary fit in that? Would he be considered like lawful good? Is he like lawful?
I don't think he's
or
lawful.
I don't even know.
I
Chaotic
don't think it's
good.
lawful.
He's kind of
No.
chaotic.
Yeah. I mean, he is chaotic, but
Yeah.
I don't know how it
I
fits
mean-
into the spectrum of that specific
Just
scenario.
listen to him on Spaces or whatever. He's definitely chaotic.
Yeah.
That man's a wild person.
Yeah.
He is.
I wonder. I don't know. I didn't watch much of his basketball skills. I don't know if his handles are chaotic or not. But that was pretty great.
Doesn't he do those often? Someone was saying that he like always throws those on, so he's got to be somewhat decent if he's consistently playing.
Yeah. For like his age, like he's a little on the older side. Like I'm not expecting him to be super fast and like get by people, but he probably has like a dope shot. He probably just like drains threes.
When I was a kid, there was a middle-aged guy who had a weird shot but was really good, and he would yell "scoop" when he shot the ball. I don't know, scoop. I feel like Gary is that kind of guy who has a weird phrase that he says when
He's
he
got like
shoots
a
jumper.
catchphrase.
Yeah, maybe it's one of like the stuff on his shirt. He's like kind.
Yeah.
I think it is that.
Yeah, and
It's
speaking of
generous.
those shirts, that merch he dropped, man. Wow. I mean, I don't know how people were happy with that, paying like, was it like $98 for a hoodie that just said like, I don't know what kind or whatever the hell it was.
The Gary merch was bad. It was
Yeah, it
not
was
worse
pretty
than
bad.
Mutinate though. Like
Oh.
I think that merch was so bad. I would not be
Yeah.
caught dead wearing
I
that
wanted
stuff.
Dangy's take on that.
No
merch.
way.
'Cause there was a
Dangy-
lot
Yeah,
of
because
Yeah.
Dangy likes the
Yeah.
Dangy likes the metal stuff a bit, right? Like Dangy, what'd you think of the
Yeah.
Mutant 8 merch?
I'm going to look now again at it, but there were like 3
So
of the
bad.
pieces that I liked.
I
Were
actually
Were they
really
all
like
the
the
subtle
hats.
ones though?
The hats I
The
like.
hats
The
were
mutant.
fine.
Yeah.
There was the mutant skull one and the
It's just the
Adam
logo.
hats. Like those ones were okay. They weren't too busy, but everything else I found too busy for me. Like I just want a plain black Bored Ape hoodie with like a little skull on the front. Like why does it have to be so much? Right? Like
Yeah,
that's why I like the lemon merch. Like theirs seem very subtle, like just
Yeah. Simple.
Mm-hmm.
simple. Like
Simple is better.
I think
Popcorn coming.
I think because the apes just got so tired of complaining and no one notices them, they just wanted something all out, very bright and like attention
super
grabbing.
loud.
Yeah, just super loud because
Yeah.
the other stuff was not enough.
It's just
yeah,
not
like I wore
good.
my Bored Ape
It's-
shirt out one time and no one commented on it once, right? So like
Oh,
maybe it
God.
wasn't busy enough.
I think
we were just too early. No one even said anything. I wanted everyone to.
Where'd you wear
Yeah,
it? You're
wow.
in Canada, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted everyone to be like, "Wow, you own a Bored Ape? That's so cool." And then it'd be like, "Yeah, no, it didn't happen."
And then they carry you over, hit your shit.
Yeah. Exactly.
Where did that Adam come from? Like half of the merch was this Adam thing, and that wasn't a logo anywhere else, right? Like,
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even thought you would know that's a Bored Ape thing.
anybody in the chat have the like image
I do.
of like not, but like there was an image on Twitter of all the mock-ups. I'm trying to find them so I could
I have
remember
it.
what they all look like.
I
Someone
ordered
posted it, I think. Let me
I
find it.
ordered the dad hat with the Bored Ape logo, the white logo, like just a
Dang it, I
skull.
just sent it in our
That's all
private
right.
chat. check it and see if that's what you're looking for.
I think I just found it actually.
I saw someone in a
Hold on.
Bored Ape. No, it was the Mutant sweatshirt at the DeFi Kingdoms panel.
Oh, nice.
I didn't walk up to him, but he was wearing it.
Oh my god, you guys are ridiculous. Yeah, okay. Let's see.
What? Yeah, I'd be curious. What's your favorite piece?
Oh, they're called pieces.
Like
Piece of
what do you
merch.
call it?
Yeah, like
piece of
it-
merch.
merch.
What do you
Piece of
call
merch.
it?
Yeah.
My
Favorite
favorite one
piece.
is probably this one, the life preserver one.
It's not the one I would have thought.
Yeah, see, that's the one
I
I
get
was
down with
gonna.
that.
If I was gonna get a shirt, that was the one I was gonna get.
The dad
Yeah.
hat's the best.
I like the soccer shirt.
I got that one, Dangy.
The
one you're pointing
soccer.
at?
Oh my! It's so ugly. Lou.
Yeah, soccer.
So
suit.
bad.
Only-
It's like a soccer shirt, though.
I like
you know?
the-
Oh my god.
I like the Adam hat because it's simple. It's not like too much. Like that one. That
Yeah,
one doesn't.
then
Yeah,
they
and no one's
definitely
gonna
won't
call you
know.
out and be like,
No.
"Oh, you like NFTs, bro?"
Yeah.
It's just a hat.
Where the
I've
rest
actually
that's my
been
personal
wearing
idea.
stuff
And, like,
in public.
I would never wear like the contract address one. Like that's just dorky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't
that's
that what
weird.
Adidas
Yeah, that's
is sending
weird.
us, though?
On
Yeah,
the
but that's just
sweatshirt, it looks a
But
little
that's on the
different. On the
sweatshirt. It's
hat's
just like,
weird.
yeah, the hat's just like people are gonna ask you what it is,
Yeah, what the hell?
right? Like that's too dorky
Like
for me.
that's my contract address, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wear the
Nice.
sleep is minus EV hat in public a bunch now, and people are like, "What's that logo?" I was like, "Well,
It's me.
it's me."
Sleep 95.
Yeah,
Oh,
I got
that's so
the
funny.
I got the
I-
simple.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dangy. I got the simple dad hat with the white logo, the skull.
Yeah.
That's the only one I liked. It was just simple. Keep it.
The
keep it
only
clean.
thing on there that I liked.
Sneaky
Yeah.
paid like $1,500 worth of merch.
Yeah.
Probably
He
smart
actually
though.
buys two of everything.
Wait, so that's not a
always-
bit?
No, he bought
No,
like
he's serious.
$1,500 worth.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
was
doubt
serious.
it. I'm not saying that's a bad idea. He probably was able to flip that.
He's got so much ape coin though. He's just rich with ape coin. Who cares,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, it'll keep you warm throughout winter, I guess. That's what the clothing will do for you. I like this. The script. I would never wear this bored to death stuff. No.
The hat's cool. The Board of Death hat's cool. I like that one.
I guess.
It's subtle.
I
It's
don't know.
nothing like crazy. Like look at the hat next to it. That's just ugly as hell. The second one. Nothing
the-
That
bad.
is
Yeah.
so bad.
The Mac stuff, like that whole line is way too much. All of like that.
I thought that's
and
the
down.
one that Dangy would like.
No.
It's too
I thought that was
much.
That
Yeah.
sweatshirt.
Yeah, I would have gone with that one from Dangy.
So here's the thing, Lou. Like I would wear metal themed t-shirts, but like it's also not like who I am. But then I see someone wearing metal shirts out in public, I'm like, oh, if only I had one, I could be that guy. I could be cool. But
I
then I just
wonder,
never buy them.
Do we have the stats on how many metal Club NGMI shirts have sold?
I refuse to ask
He probably
those
could,
questions.
but
It's probably not. Not many. I actually like our shirt. I wear it all the time. It's simple. Like
that one. Yeah,
yeah,
That
like
one, not the metal one.
no, the metal ones. I would never order that.
I wore that one in Vegas, and no one came up and was like, "Hey, love your show," you know.
Man,
Jeez, our 20 viewers. Not one of them was there.
Tony was
Unbelievable.
there actually. so-
Yeah, where is Baltimore? I haven't seen Baltimore in a while.
Yeah,
He's grinding this.
maybe
game.
he didn't get the memo that we were starting 30 minutes early. He's still on
Oh, that's
dad
right.
duty,
People-
maybe.
He's
People
probably buying
just-
Frank Franks. Maybe he's too
Yeah.
busy buying Frank Franks.
Hey,
Half the club.
I'm glad you
half
brought
the
that
club
back
didn't know
up
we're
because
on.
I looked at the Frank Frank's contract. It is as the people say it's based because there's like nothing in it. It's a very sparse contract. It's very funny.
It's
I
probably a
kept
fiber
scrolling. I'm
contract.
like, there's got to be more functions here, more stuff. No, it's just.
you
but-
still
but
couldn't. But
I
you,
love it.
Wasn't it one where you couldn't mint from the contract? Maybe I'm off on that. I
I
figured like a
think
really
you
bare
could.
bones one you would be able to.
But was
Maybe
it,
I'm
were they
thinking of a
free?
different different one.
Were the Franks free? They were how much they cost?
I believe.
I think
it-
they're 0.05.
I don't
Oh,
know.
Yeah,
They were,
I,
they were
I
at
didn't
least
buy. I bought
0.1
on secondary
when they
so
got them.
I bought the top.
They got up to like 0.28 or something.
Okay,
They're
I didn't get that
flying.
right. I got 2-1.
I saw a poor soul was selling one that they bought for 0.15 down for 0.099 already in like 30 minutes, and it's
See, look,
just
That's
the
at
the
least
death
let
new
it
knell.
normal.
breathe.
The new
At
normal.
least see if it's gonna be. I don't know. It keeps going like
That's the
0.1
new
up to
normal.
0.18, then back to 0.1.
It is. That's like
swinging.
every single mint now is like some dude out there bought it for 0.15 and is selling for 0.099 30 minutes later. It's like every single one.
Someone was calling out Max Payne. There was someone that bought it like 1.7 and is selling it like 0.9 now, and it's just like
That
people
wasn't
just
even
are
that
quick to
bad,
take
but
the
yeah.
loss.
But is it? Do you guys take it as, you know, cut your losses early, so you know you get out of it not
There's
as
certainly
fast, I
something
guess.
to that.
Should have been buying though. It should have been second
Right.
guy in the first place. I think if you're cut, you
The
know what I
high
mean? If you're
ends.
gonna cut your losses in half an hour, you should have been second guy in anyway, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Good transition here. Thank you, Pump School. They're just doing tax loss harvesting early. That's all they're doing. Just
That's
Yeah, yeah.
cutting into their sick gains early. I finally am digging into my taxes like line by line style. Good Lord, it is worse than I even thought it was going to be.
I've
It
been
is
telling you
so
that for
much worse.
2 weeks. It's terrible.
I-
It's way
I
more
know.
work than you thought it was going to be, and you have way more transactions than you thought you did, right?
Yep.
Like,
Well,
I
and I
feel
don't
like-
even
see,
know like I don't even know the right thing. I'm trying to do the right thing. I really am. It's
legit.
impossible.
It's a legit impossible. Like every time you touch F is like it's a taxable event. Like, and if you think about how often you're touching it, you have to adjust your cost basis of like what your carrying amount of that is. Like it's an impossible task unless you're using software, and even the software is no good. So like
Yeah.
I don't know how anyone's going to audit it. It's basically an impossible task. Like it's
Yeah, because you can tell me like they have better software than that actually works line by line, transaction by transaction. Like it's impossible. I mean, it probably is possible, but right now I don't think it is.
it's not.
No, I think Token Tax does a decent job of like, I can go in there and like I can actually see and like kind of understand, and I can like visualize my like biggest gains and my biggest losses. And when I was going through like my top 50 gains, like a lot of them made sense. Some of the ones that were missing a cost basis were like airdrops for like ENS or SOS or gas and stuff like that. So like I still have some work to do in terms of like adjusting some cost bases, but like once you kind of figure out the specific tax software that you're working with, like I went in there today and I was fiddling around with it a little bit, and it was like I'm pretty comfortable with where I'm at. Like I still have some work to do, but I like know how to do it, and most of it's going to be like bringing my total liability down. So
Trey,
it's like some added motivation, I guess.
Trey, you said top 50 biggest gains.
Yeah, I guess I was like, you can.
Must be nice.
50 games.
It's but like it does. So Token Tax does 85% of it, and you're really just hoping and praying that it did that 85% right. Like because it's almost impossible to go through every single line and track to make sure it's right. Like you're trusting that they're doing the calc right, hopefully.
Yeah,
paying 85% of your taxes is better than paying 0% of your taxes. I mean, let's be honest. None of us are gonna get it perfect. They're not gonna be right. As long as you pay your taxes, I mean, whatever. If you overpay, whatever, it's better for you. If you underpay, I mean, what are you gonna do about it? At least you tried. You show that you try to pay your taxes at least on it, and you know, don't play dumb. Like I didn't know I had to pay taxes, because that's just definitely the wrong way to go about it as well.
I'm not even really worried about like taxable advice stuff. I'm more like, this shit's just crazy.
Yeah,
I'm not even to the weird.
Like, why is it so difficult?
The stacked toads is like another
stacked toads. Stacked toads was
I was
the
looking
worst.
at those today, and I was like, "What?"
Dude, that's the worst. The worst. Anything that had to be
converting 3 into 1, and then you sell the 3 later. It was a nightmare.
Anything with staking is like, I don't even want to look at it. Like, I don't want to. It's just way too much shit.
Yeah.
I'm more excited because tomorrow is my dust ball day, where this is zero cost basis, baby, where we're knocking things out to zero. I'm excited about this to go down memory lane, because I also found some like space poggers. I'm sure that I made some sort of a deal with a friend of ours who sent me the space poggers. I don't have a transaction sending it to their ETH address. So I guess it's a $0 cost basis for me. I don't know. It's just crazy. But space poggers, I forgot that I sold one for 2 ETH, but I did.
Space
That's
poggers were
like
so hot.
that's like
They
me
were
and you,
so
Dangy,
hot.
with Galactic
That was fast.
Galaxy Apes or Galactic Apes.
Yeah.
So-
The biggest mistake I made in 2021 was minting for other people or having other people mint for me. That was terrible.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's just
Never
hard. I kind of
again.
just treated them
Elite.
as like I kind of treated them as like ins and outs were the profit or losses because like it was hard to like go through all of them. Like I did it so many times with a friend and a couple other friends, and it was just hard to like try and track down every single one. But again, I'm trying to get 90% of the way right. Like do your best, right?
Yeah.
Scale of 1 to 10, how much trouble would we get if I started just showing the game right now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering that. Like,
How quickly
That's
would
what I was
our
saying at
stream
one
just be
point.
cut off?
Why? If there was a way that you could have like a 6th one of these windows, and like
That would
that
be
was
Yeah.
like the game on mute.
Mm.
But I mean, then we would be talking about it.
Well, and
Did looking at your taxes make you not want to do NFTs in this 2022? I was thinking like by
Too
the
late.
end of the year, I just sell everything and then I'm done. This is my last year. Like I got
no.
I got 10 months left to make money and then I'm done. So I never have to do taxes again.
No.
I don't think so. Just because it's going to be it's going to never end. I don't think. 2021 taxes, to pay for 2021 taxes, you're making taxable events in 2022. 2022, you're going to end up doing it in 2023, and it's just you're going to forever be paying some taxes on stuff. Our chat is fighting with each other in the comments right now, and it's pretty incredible.
I'm just hoping that the software gets better by the end of next year, right?
Yeah,
Because like I
the
don't think
dream.
it's realistic to do that every year.
If you're underpaying, you want the software to get worse, so that they don't figure it out.
But I mean,
Oh
on
my
top of that, we shouldn't be waiting till three weeks out till our taxes are due to be doing this.
Take. Come on.
I'm just saying.
Dangy, can you pull up that video that I put in? private
Why?
chat?
What is
Oh
this?
man, it's great. It just got shared in our Discord.
Okay,
But
I'm terrified, but yeah, hold on. Let me
it's
pull
only
it up.
like a minute.
See ya, huh?
But it's Sia who's in on NFTs.
Wait.
It's a little weird.
Okay, so before
But-
I play it, I want to see is it more or less cringe than Zuckerberg's sister? What do we think?
It's not
Less.
that. It's
I was gonna
like
say less.
I
it's
say
more
that was
like
probably
weird
gotta be
than-
less.
It's like Sia weird though.
See, is
Okay.
Sia, who was one of the Cosmo people, like she was revealed
Yeah.
as like a Cosmo
Bianca, I think.
family? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't keep up with that
Babs.
Cosmo family.
Hi guys,
Babs,
it's
she's
Sia.
a singer.
I am being
What?
She does music.
She does music.
She does music.
Yeah, and
born
she doesn't
into
show
the
her
digital
face.
universe.
That's like
It's
her
called
bit.
Web3. And you can come find me in my very own Siaverse. I know all this digital stuff can be a little intimidating, and I'm not techie myself, but with a little practice, I learned how to do it. And if I can do it, so can you. It's fun, it's creative, and it's a new way to make art and share art. The first thing you need to do is open an account at ftx.com or a similar trading platform. I'm platform agnostic, but I like FTX because they seem to have a good ethos.
You getting into crypto with
Crypto?
FTX? Oh, I'm in, bro.
Then you need to download MetaMask and create a MetaMask wallet. Load your MetaMask with some Ethereum by following the instructions in the
Was that
links
Big
below.
Poppy?
Then
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Big Poppy.
bio and have a look around at all of the interesting NFT projects they have on display. Think of
Oh,
it
pump
as
my
a
bags.
fully digital art gallery. Think of it as a
I was about to say, yeah. Which bag are pumping right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're-
which of
Oh,
those are-
oh my God.
Fuck faces.
Why are fuckface
Why are
groupies?
fuck faces on there?
Why are
Oh my
fuckfaces-
god.
Doge Pound is there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, what the fuck
The
is this?
donuts.
Which one of
Loopy
these?
donuts.
Oh my God! Why are there so many?
Or
Just
donut.
random-
Oh, I wonder those are those guys, those claylings or something. We minted
Claylings,
those.
yeah.
They died pretty
Yeah.
fast.
Listen, you know who put this video together?
Wait, is that
They're
a
like, yo,
poet?
my bag. Oh wow.
Pumping
Oh,
the
that
bag.
might be. That probably is a poet.
All right, sorry.
Wow.
Keep.
Digital
Fuck
art
face is
gallery.
gonna pump.
After that, stay tuned. I'll have some pretty amazing projects dropping. I really want you to miss
Oh
out.
my god! Fuck, go
If all of
back.
this sounds totally confusing.
Wow, this video is way better than I even thought.
Oh my god.
Oh
Ori
my
is so rich.
Ethereums! What the
Whose is that? Is that one? Is that? Tell me that's
We're
Ori.
rich. We're rich.
We're so rich.
We're
No
rich. guys.
way.
Tell me
We're
that's
so
Ori.
rich.
We are so rich, man.
If we get a Sia NFT that you can only mint with whatever token that is, oh my god!
Can't believe-
Are the Animatheriums about
I
to
ran
pump?
upstairs during dinner time to mint those, and I fired like 20. I was so
I was
pumped up.
legit bullish on Animatheriums.
I thought we were rich.
I thought we were
Uh,
stupid. Yeah, we're still not pumping
Yeah.
on Animatheriums, so
Yet.
give it time.
Not
Give
yet.
it time.
yet. Yeah.
That's
You know,
the
just-
coolest looking one in this whole video. Floor
What
price
a-
is literally
How did
zero.
we stumble upon this? What the hell?
Wait, how-
Jim Money
wait.
sent it in our chat.
How many on the floor? How are we sweeping these? What is? Oh, this
I'm
was.
trying to buy this free one, but it
Wait,
just got
hold
bought.
on. This video is from March 24th.
Wait, really? It's a week.
That's
it's already
literally
a week
like
old.
a week and a half ago.
It hasn't pumped our bags. Oh no, we're poor
Oh,
again.
we are down so bad.
Oh no!
Maybe they already pumped. Yeah.
We missed the pump. We missed our
Yeah.
exit liquidity.
Miss out on. If all of this sounds totally confusing, don't
Hold on, I'll
worry.
figure this
You're
out.
not alone. Sometimes the future is confusing, but also totally exciting. But if all of this goes to plan, I'll be able to share gifts with you and we can make art together and you'll be able to vote on the projects I make and what songs I release and I'll become you and you'll become me and we'll become this cow.
Wow.
All right, let's see. That laugh at the end was a lot.
Oh, wow.
All right, let's see what's going on with Animatheriums. Hold on.
The video was
Not a lot.
awesome. The video was awesome, and I think it was creative. But I just hate
Who
that
just bought
was
it?
Like
Someone just bought.
I know. I tried.
Oh, wait.
The floor is zero still.
Sneaky Biz just bought it.
Damn it, sneaky.
Fucking sneaky.
2 days ago was the last buy. I mean, to buy it for free, probably worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, gas is
That's fine.
cheap these days.
gas is cheap now.
NFTs
Yeah.
are dead. Yeah.
But you see, I thought the video was cool, but I hate that it had to be a sponsorship. Like it was sponsored by FTX.
Oh,
Like
It said
there was.
this is not an advert.
Come on, man.
Only 127 until 1 ETH floor with Animatheriums.
That's pretty thin.
That's so
Pretty
good.
thin.
That's pretty
Well,
thin.
maybe it wasn't an ad because she had FTX and OpenSea in it. That'd be weird, right?
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Isn't Solana? You guys packing your Solana bags for OpenSea?
A lot of people have been on Solana NFTs lately. They've been
Yeah.
really into
I've heard
Solana
that-
NFTs.
I've heard
The
that.
volume. Yeah, there's a lot of volume.
I just
on it.
won't go back there.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's too many rugs.
All right, so Sia is doing NFTs now. Apparently, Starbucks is going to be getting into NFTs. I'm bullish on Starbucks NFTs. I think it'd be
Are
fun.
you like Pepsi? Didn't Pepsi basically just like release theirs and then like never to be heard from again? Right. I feel like a lot of those corporations are just like releasing their NFT and then like not doing anything after. Right. Like, I don't know.
Well, I feel like a lot of them came in at the end of the bull run, so nothing really happened when they released. So I guess they were expecting bigger things and nothing really happened. So they're like, "Oh fuck this." Get outta here.
Is Budweiser doing stuff?
I feel like they're still.
Yeah, shout
I
out,
mean, they're,
shout out
like,
to Pump School
partnered-
with the Budweiser.
Yeah,
Yeah. I feel like they released a few drops, but you know, Canadians never get to do them, so I kind of ignore it now.
I think Budweiser is probably one of the few that's still trying to like incorporate the community and actually like stick around. But yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of.
didn't they do like a in real life event, like an NFT verse or something?
Did
They
they?
did like they did like an event for all the holders. I know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, like Adidas. What has Adidas done since they released theirs? They haven't done anything yet, have they?
I still have one of those. I'm like trying to figure out if I should sell it or not, but I don't even know what's going on with that.
Well, they're supposed to release like the first piece of merch soon, I think, but like the tracksuits pushed back to like Q4 or something.
Like, how do you
Like,
expect a track?
That's the one that people want. So they're doing it last.
Ridiculous.
Well, they pumped a little bit because of news of when Yuga came out and they were investors into the metaverse thing. So there was whole rumors that there were gonna be some collabs with Bored Apes and all this stuff. So you know how it is. People about the rumor. So I guess we're just waiting to hear the news.
Easy. I hope this is a joke that Budweiser's having an in-person event where you can meet the Clydesdales, but I'm not sure. It's possible that like at some random NFT conference that you could meet the Clydesdales.
Utility.
When do we
Touch
get
some
like
horses.
B and C tier? He's claiming it happened. I still don't believe you, Easy, just because you're Easy. When do we get B and C tier town conferences like NFT Kansas City, NFT Louisville? Like when do we get stuff like that? I feel like that's going to really be what's going to set us off to the future.
Yeah, that's what we need. This was
I
missing.
feel like it's going to come in the form of like VCon being in Minneapolis type of thing, where it's going to be like people are just, there's going to be enough subsects of NFTs where there's always going to be an event in some city that just turns into the NFT event of that city, similar to like Art Basel in Miami, turning into just like this. It seemed like it just kind of turned into like a massive NFT event.
Yeah.
I think that you can probably see that. I don't know if I don't know that we'll see specific smaller tier cities hosting events.
But is there other NFTs that happen like around VCon? Like, is there other events, or it's just VCon by itself?
All the speakers
to be
are
honest,
from different projects.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be plenty of parties or like just side, stuff going on and side events and whatever.
Like,
I'm sure smaller cities
Kentucky Derby
have these
NFTs.
things.
It's true. Yeah, we were. My wife and I are watching the Trust No One, the Quadriga documentary from Netflix, and it starts with the Bitcoin community in Vancouver. How it was just 12 people. So I'm sure there are Ethereum meetups in smaller towns, and I'm sure there are NFT ones and smaller ones. We just got to the Sifu part. And he popped up on the screen, and I got excited and was like, "That's the guy I told you about. Remember that day that I was very stressed that all my money was gone? That day, that this is the guy. Why?" And she's like, "I don't remember that day because that happens so often."
That happens every day, Dangy.
Yeah, I'm scared, honey. Yeah, that is basically every day. Has anybody watched that Quadriga documentary?
I want to.
I haven't.
I
I haven't yet.
I got
That's
so
watching
mad
movies?
because
I love movies. I
Mhm.
I don't get much TV time without the wife though, so it's got to be usually something that she wants to watch, right?
Yeah.
Well, sell it as true crime. That's how I sold it to mine. Shout out to Sneaky, actually, who had that idea, because it is a true crime
That's
story.
genius.
It's really what it is. They show Etherscan a few times on it, which is pretty funny. And there was a lady who's like, for some reason, it looks like she's on a boat on a laptop checking the chain, literally for like Quadriga's cold wallets, and then they're like, "We discovered the cold wallets are empty," and I'm like, "We check this every day. Like this is every day for us. We look at where the money goes, and then if it's gone, like." But it was this big moment that reached headlines of like the cold wallets are empty. Very crazy how.
And we expect tax auditors to find our transactions and our money. Right?
I'll never find my cold wallet.
Well, like the $600 million hack the other day that they didn't even know it was gone.
It was gone for like 5 days.
Later. Like, what the fuck? How do you miss $600 million? Like, it's wild.
Dude, and the worst part was that dude played it so well and he shorted it, and then no one even noticed. He got liquidated.
Yeah.
So
That
he
was the
did
best part
actually
of it.
short it
Yeah.
Yeah.
and got
we don't know if
liquidated on it. It's genius.
We don't know if it was
I
him.
mean,
We don't know if it was him or somebody else, because someone noticed like there was a transaction there. So I think some people picked up on it, but yeah, nothing happened. So they got liquidated.
Could you
That's the funny part. It pumped up.
Could you imagine?
It
I
actually
would be
pumped
so
after that.
mad.
It's 1818 UNC Kansas, by the way, 18-18. They're tied.
Nice.
See,
Up
you're not missing
19.
anything.
Dang.
No,
I got it
watching-
pulled up on
watching
like
the
a
side.
side screen. It's 18-16. So Dangy blown it for me.
Oh, dang.
We went from the
dang.
future.
No, spoilers. Spoilers.
Yeah.
All right, we should probably talk some NFTs, I guess.
Yeah.
Who wants to talk
Zooks?
about Azuki? I don't want to talk Azuki, but somebody else want to talk Azuki?
Imposters.
Why not? Why not, Dangy? Why not?
I don't know the story. Matter of seconds changed my life, but
Oh God.
Yeah,
I think
Trey has the
I've come to
most.
terms with
Trey
my. Yeah,
you
Trey,
can
how
never
many
be
do you have?
disappointed.
I have 3. I'm pretty disappointed in
Okay.
myself for selling 2, but I know that sounds like potential, whatever. But I told myself, I was like, I'm not selling any of these because I knew it was gonna go up. I knew it was gonna. At least I had that feeling, and so I'm a little bit upset with myself for selling those. But in all, I mean, like the airdrop happened last Wednesday. I think the craziest part about that is like, what are like out of all the things that the way, or I guess all the ways that an NFT project could provide value, airdropping something is probably one of the top ways that you could do that. But it seemed like nobody was expecting an airdrop from Azuki.
Yeah.
It was all Bean talk, and whether they were going to announce Bean, which I think most people even agreed that it was a little bit too early for that. So I don't know why we were so like hyped up on that. And then the other part of it, or the other thing that people thought they could potentially talk about was like a big collaboration with like Supreme or Staple or something like that. So those were kind of like the 2 things that everybody was hoping for going into that event or that concert with Wiz and whatever. They had kind of teased it. So yeah, I mean, interesting that basically like everybody was kind of caught off guard by them just randomly airdropping to those random crates, and just the way they did it seemed very well thought out. They were very intentional with it, it seemed like, which is hard to come by. It seems like nowadays where everything just seems kind of like a copy. It just seems like Azuki's kind of consistently doing it right from the very beginning by being intentional about, like, it's almost like they had all of this planned out even prior to them minting out 3 months ago. So it's good to see, that's for sure. The market was waiting for that one thing, and from any of those like Doodles, Azukis, and CloneX, and I think Azuki provided that, and they got the pump that I think some of us were expecting.
One thing I find weird, and this is like a new thing for me, is do you notice how airdrops nowadays, like the floor actually doesn't get hurt? Where I would say, 3 months or later, like anytime there's an airdrop, usually the combined airdrop plus the floor would drop to what the old floor was. Now, like between like ApeCoin and the Azuki beans, like the floors are actually like they dip for a little bit quickly and then they recover really fast, and then they end up higher than what they were before the airdrop. Like that part's weird to me. I don't know that new phenomenon. Like I can't really explain it because it never used to happen. Like,
well, where else has that happened? I thought that Azuki was kind of like that seemed yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Right. Like ApeCoin the same, right? Like it's and I feel like there's a few other ones I can't like remember now, but like a few other times lately the airdrop has helped, which I'm just surprised.
I think it helped that people weren't expecting this though, because people weren't like building it into their heads. Whereas like I guess with Bored Ape, like people were definitely building ApeCoin in, but Bored Ape is just Bored Ape. I mean, I think the brand is big enough where it maybe just didn't matter. This one, nobody even expected it. So I think that maybe played a little bit of a part in it.
But how they announced in the party was so dope because they had the whole screen and the whole storytelling. And the guy stops and comes back. He's like, "Hey, check your wallets." And dude, everybody went crazy. Like that was really dope. And I saw videos that Philly posted from the party. I mean, it looked like a great party. And yeah, I mean, the way they did it was just, like you said, well thought out. And I feel like, they always want to, they kind of shut down the whole rumor about the Supreme collab and all that stuff because they're trying to build their own brand, which I think is the way to go, especially when you're kind of building this community up, and what they currently have is so like, I don't know, polished and put together. I feel like the team is just really smart. I'm definitely excited. I'm sad I sit on the sidelines, but man, like to see you and Easy and all these guys like just freaking getting pumped for all this is really cool to see.
How much gas did they send on that transaction to send that airdrop? Because if they
It
were
wasn't
trying to
much.
time it, like, well,
Yeah,
you got to
it wasn't
mass
much.
gas that
Sure.
thing and send it to everybody. That's expensive.
Yeah.
It did seem
10,000
very
of them.
well timed. Like it seemed like right as the party was kind of pop. Like I saw that video that I think Philly posted the video. Like
Yeah.
probably like maybe 2 or 3, maybe 5 minutes after we had already seen the airdrops in our wallets. So I mean, it just seemed like they had their ducks in a row, crossed their T's, dotted their I's. I mean, they did it and it went off without a hitch. So I think sticking the landing in these scenarios is like the key. If you drop the ball like Cool Cats or you drop the ball, it just doesn't go over well.
Yeah,
Did you guys
like,
notice it right away though? Like you guys noticed it?
Well, we were all
It dropped right
sleeping.
away?
It was pretty cool. Yeah.
I was
Well,
sleeping.
no, there was some of us up. I remember being up for
Yeah,
it. And
it's
so
up.
I didn't
It
even
was
know. I didn't really even know what to
like
think.
2
to be
a.m.
honest,
Eastern.
because
Yeah,
we
it was like 2 in the morning. Yeah, so I was
we were waiting. I don't even think it was that. Was it really that late?
It was
Oh,
like
yeah,
it was around
that's wild.
11 local
11
in
West.
LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was pretty quick. I mean, the airdrop. Someone posted it in our thread, and so I saw it, and then I saw Philly posted the video, and then I think I saw another tweet about it too after that. So people were on the airdrop pretty quick. I think someone saw that they had the official Azuki page like loaded up with it. So it was
like, is this
you
real?
can literally check the chain. Yeah.
And what's the floor on them now? On the beans?
It goes around 5 last I
5.
checked. 5.1 ish.
something like
Settle
that.
around
Not-
there.
But you
Wait,
got
are
2
they
of them.
beans?
Like
Are
it's
they,
pretty good.
are they now beans?
It's called
Or-
beans.
Oh, yeah.
They're called beans now.
Babs, if you got 2 of them, it's pretty good. Yeah, if you just got 2 of the 2 wealths, sure. Just airdropped in your wallet. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Some people sold immediately at 2.5. Those people probably don't feel as great, but
Essie sold 20 at like around 2.5 to 3, and
that
then
was like
later
70 total.
later he swept 20 at a higher price because he regretted it.
It was like, yeah.
It was
He
so
got-
funny.
Really?
well, he was like, yeah, he was going to bed. I think
Dude,
he was
he
like,
made-
going to bed, and
You
he
swept
was like, I
20 at
better
like
wake
4.
up.
Dude,
He's
I
like,
saw
better
I
not
saw
wake up to a 4/8 floor.
I saw the
It didn't
screenshot. I saw the screenshot and he sold like all of them for like 60 something ETH. I'm like within like minutes. I was like, what the fuck? Like just crazy, dude.
It is
Insane.
crazy when like cumulative when you have 11 of them and you get 22 and can just sell all of them for that amount. It's nuts. That's for sure. So
Yeah.
good.
Insane.
He bought back in though, so at least he's and I think they're up from there. So he should.
So
he
what
should
happened?
be all right.
What happened with the rumor with the Bobu rumor? With the
What was the Bobu rumor?
with the fractional that had to do something with the beans and
That
then
pumped.
with the
Well, that's just
Yeah,
people
that pumped it.
talking because they don't realize what Bobu actually is, and that you have to vote
yeah, it
and
wouldn't make
stuff for
sense.
Bobu
Yeah, it
to do
wouldn't make
anything.
sense. Yeah.
But that was crazy. That went up to like 0.45.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
was
it
like,
got
what the hell?
way up there. I was like,
Well, because
I
people
just
are like,
thought
this
it
is
was
the
like,
cheapest entry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some people were thinking like Bobu was needed to like farm the dirt. Like when it was
Yeah.
when the beans were still dirt, like people were speculating, oh, maybe you need
that would
Bobu
be
to
that-
farm it. And that,
Yeah.
it was just like going off
Makes
the
0
rails.
sense.
I did
Yeah.
not realize that was like the narrative that was pushing
Yeah.
that pump. If that was the
But-
if I knew
It
that was the
was-
actual
it was.
narrative, I would have been freaking selling those things. Like what the that does I just thought that they were pumping because it was cheap entry point and you
But
can't really do the math for the valuation.
But
it's
that's why
weird.
it didn't make sense to me. I'm like, wait, but that's a fractional thing. Like, I don't get how that will even work. But people don't even look into that shit. They just
No.
hear it
They
and
see
they
it
just go and
pump
buy.
moving.
it.
No, that's why I bought Bobus when they first came out. I was like, it probably doesn't make sense if you actually like middle IQ this and do the math, but
Yeah.
it's going to be a cheap
Yeah.
Bobu like Azuki, ecosystem type play, and it's like they're 0.05.
Yeah.
So what's the
Yeah.
point in not minting? I think you just
Yeah,
got to
there's no
dumb
risk.
it down sometimes. Like you really can't dive too deep into it.
Well,
Yeah.
and the high IQ part of that is it is a new fractionalization method. So
Yeah.
it is new tech, just like ERC 721A was. And I know Andy's been very excited about how they're using fractional and trying to encourage more people to use fractional in different ways. Because it was a boutique contract of some sort using fractional's infrastructure. So
Yeah.
both, to your point, Trey, low IQ, buy it because number go up,
Yeah.
and a Suzuki, high IQ, new tech, cool, kind of like those layer 0 things that also dropped at 2 a.m. Stupid sleep.
Oh, man.
Dad's
That's
just
gonna
getting
be the new
screwed,
meta.
hey?
Stupid
Yeah.
dads.
Well, and why didn't I have to go up to pee at 2 a.m. and just check the Discord? I remember that those summer days where it was like every day you would mint something at 2
You
a.m.
forced
Every
yourself
night
to
I'd be
wake
waking up. Every day I'd be waking up at 2 a.m. just to see if
Set
there's
a
something
2
I should be
a.m. alarm.
meeting.
Oh my god.
See
Like
what
every-
Chung is sending us at 2 a.m. That was literally what it was.
Yeah.
Chung would be like, "Hey, what is this?" And then it goes to like half an ETH 20 minutes later.
Good
Should
time.
we talk about retirement birds?
Yes.
Yes, we absolutely should. I was literally going to go right there from talk about going up half an ETH in 5 minutes. Do we like so? What Babs is referencing is the proof PFP project called Moonbirds. Where I want to start with that is, do we believe that off OTC whitelist selling for 5 ETH? Do we believe that? I don't know.
I do.
Maybe.
I would.
Wasn't that just one guy saying that someone said that
Yeah, an offer.
they had a 5 ETH offer or something like that?
Is the whitelist for 2? Is for 1? You're saying 1?
2.
1 token or 2?
2 tokens.
So then two
And
and a
you'd
half
have to
ETH
pay-
each.
And you'd have to pay 2.5 to mint them on top? Is that what you're saying?
No, you get them free. I think you get a free mint.
Oh, I'd pay 5 right now for 2.
So you think they're selling out at 2.5?
100%.
Oh, they're definitely selling out.
It's going to be a gas war at 2.5.
Yeah, I agree.
If
I'm
the
excited.
market's like if the market is like it is right now, they're flying at 2.5 and it's a gas war. Like you're not getting it for 200 Gwei, you're paying over 1,000.
Yeah.
I'm really stoked on these two just because the Ponzi-nomics are great. They want you to keep them unlisted. It's kind of like corruptions from Dom in that the longer you keep them unlisted and in your own wallet, the further they get in their progression, the more you get. It's I'm so excited.
And I heard, I think like the longest you hold it, the ultimate reward is like you actually become part of the proof collective or something like that. Because I know you get like a Discord channel in their Discord, but if you hold it long enough to the end or whatever it is, that you get like, I guess be full access to this Discord or something like that. I was reading something like that, but I wasn't confirmed on it. I know that I read that the money from the sales is what they're going to use to build a metaverse out of this.
But it's not like any other metaverse. It's a unique metaverse.
It's
I
a
remember
unique
they said on their
metaverse.
faces.
Metaverse,
Yeah.
a metaverse where we can retire.
So
Yes.
Dangy, you don't think it sells out at 2.5?
I don't know. I'm always skeptical of it, but I'm gonna have a quick trigger to fire on these.
I think you have to.
I'm personally like finally in a spot where I feel comfortable as far as like stables go and like my ETH balance. I'm ready to go more risk on individually, and I think this is the next one I have my sights on where I'm setting aside enough to mint 5 comfortably at 2.5. So that I know it's my version of risk on. I know SA is saying like whatever, dude, 5, but still that's a significant investment, obviously.
Well, 5 it'd be 3 transactions though, right? Like that's because it's 2 per, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So maybe it's 6. We'll make it.
I was gonna say that's why I was questioning him. Like, might as well round up one more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna sell
money.
out. Yeah. I think the creators are just being very humble about it and saying that they don't think it's gonna sell out. People are frothy for these things, man. They know you see the floor for the proof collective is what 70 something today or something, 72 I think it was a hit.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Like,
I've already seen some Twitter
insane.
threads of guys saying they're buying at 2.5 and like these are the reasons why.
Lots of
like,
people are buying for more. Scaly Nelson had a tweet that people asked him to take down because he said it was a lock at 2.5. Like,
I don't even think I'm Wade. Well, I just don't think they want to build the hype, right? Like they don't want to do a
Yeah.
Pixelmon where they're building the hype to try and make it sell out there, right? Like, so they're trying to
Yeah.
be,
Yeah.
they're trying to like not tell people to fire at 2.5, but like I'm personally probably firing without even waiting.
Well, the difference between them
Here's
and
the thing.
Pixelmon, what they were talking about. Sorry, Dangy, I just want to say this real quick, is that these people are not saying, "Hey, we have this and this and this put together already." They said, "Look, the money that comes from this project is what we're going to put towards this metaverse that we're trying to build, or this thing we're trying to build." Whereas Pixelmon said they had this game out already and all this art and all this bullshit that they had nothing. So I think that's the difference. And yeah, like Pixelmon, yeah, it kind of wrecked the market for a while, but I feel like these people are just being pretty upfront about things and taking their time with it.
No, Eric, I just don't think they want to say it's going to sell out at 2.5, right? Like obviously they're going to build the hype, like they want their project to be successful and sell out, but they're not going to tell everyone to go buy at 2.5, right? Like
Correct.
He's
I think
doing
it's the right
5 shows
play.
this week. He's building the hype.
Oh yeah, like they want to build. Who doesn't want to
overpriced
build the hype? But he's
JPEGs.
not going to tell people to buy it at 2.5, right?
Yeah, that's not financial advice. You can't do that.
Here's how you avoid middle IQing it. Okay, birds have claws, right? These are moonbirds. Birds have claws and birds have wings. Which ones hold things? Claws or wings? Trey, do claws hold things or do wings hold things?
Claws.
Thank you. Lou, claws or wings?
I love wings, I'd say.
Ooh.
Gotta be able to fly away.
Wings don't hold things. Claws hold things. They're calling themselves like diamond wings as like a diamond hands meme, but wings don't hold things.
No.
They don't.
They
Claws
fly.
do. So why not call them diamond claws?
Talons.
That's how you just got a
Diamond
low IQ.
talons.
Diamond
That's
talons. That's pretty
Talons
good.
sounds way cooler than claws. Yeah.
Yes.
So
yes.
like, what are we doing here? Wings absolutely cannot hold things. It's so stupid. Max mint at 2.5.
But if you squeeze them together,
Financial
maybe you
advice.
can hold stuff, right? Like if you put your wings together.
I guess.
Yeah, if you have diamond
I don't
wings, you
know.
just like go straight down. You just nosedive and die. So yeah.
But also their instant
Well-
reveal, which I love. When's the last time we've had like
Yeah.
a gas war instant reveal for like a hyped project like that? I hate the waiting around for reveal. Things take
Yeah.
like 2 weeks now. Like it's
It's
gonna be fun just to
old-fashioned.
mint and like
Yeah. I
hope
agree
you hit a
with that.
rare and like watch the price activity right away. Like that'll be fun.
I agree.
Isn't it-
Except for
is
us
it-
dads, it's on a Saturday afternoon. But
Isn't it crazy to see like how I feel like we're kind of heading towards up these more expensive mints again, where maybe a month ago or 3 weeks ago we were kind of like, damn, like that's way expensive, and the market was like not really feeling them. But now we got the imposters, they're pretty expensive. Now we got this at 2.5, and we're not even like second guessing max minting at 2.5, which is like pretty crazy.
Flats.
Tig, do you think it's part of the blue chip meta right now? Like people want to invest in good projects, like people want a
Yes.
second guy, like stuff that's like not going to
Yeah.
dust instantly. Like I think that's all
Yeah.
kind of part of it, right?
It's funny because like I this is something I've been kind of working on my end and this comes from like just hanging out in the DFK channel and stuff because you guys went in pretty hard with size and it paid off for you in the long run. And I feel like that's something that I've always struggled with, like having conviction and going with size, just because I'm more risk averse. But I see it now where the old cliche saying it takes money to make money. Scare money don't make money, and I feel like now you have to invest in these teams that have proven to you that they're here and they know what they're doing. Whereas even though Proof Collective we didn't sell out at a high price, and we still don't know what the value it is and why it costs 72 ETH to get into the Discord. But you see that this guy Rose is a OG in the space. He knows what he's talking about. He knows the space, and yeah, I feel like people are just betting on teams now rather than minting this dust every week that just goes to zero, within a few days. I think the blue chip meta is definitely in right now, and Suki just causing FOMO, out of everything right now.
Like
Yeah, it's
imposters
like-
is like that.
Well, people spend two ETH on like these dusty mints. Like, why not spend that on one good project that's established, right? Like, I think people
Exactly.
are changing their mindsets a bit that way, right? Like I am.
Yeah.
I don't try and mint 10 of those dusty things anymore, right? So
Yeah, no, for sure. And
Shout out
even
to
though
Lou
like
pumping his in our bags too. Imposters, future blue chip.
Same idea.
Been written.
but I feel like imposters was just because
That's why that one's
you,
up.
You knew you knew who the team was.
Right.
You know Elliott and all these guys. You know you know who they're following. It's like a cult following. So you know it's gonna pump either way. And I remember we had this talk during the the Dutch auction, where some people were second guessing whether they want to buy it because I forgot the Neo Tokyo had come out that day too or something. I remember it was like right around the same time.
Neo Tokyo was the morning of, yeah.
Yeah, it was the morning of, and I was saying like, why were people willing to spend automatically buy this Neo Tokyo without knowing what it was, but they weren't willing to spend it on this Group Collective? And I said because you know who the team is. You know, you got Alex Becker, you got Elliott, and these guys who you know are gonna pump this thing. You know they have money invested in this, and you know their background is in gaming, gamified projects. You know, so yeah, right now I feel like you have to trust these teams and to proven their worth in this space.
Tar Heels are up 36-22 with about 2 minutes left.
Love to see it.
In the first half.
Glad I moved further away from in the first half. Glad I moved further away from Chapel Hill. Family safe. Thoughts on Karafuru? Marvin has a question about Karafuru. They seem to have a good team who hosted a big carnival with partnerships with Atmos and Hypebeast.
40,000
stuck
people.
at 2 to 3 ETH.
40,000 people at that festival.
Holy shit.
Remember we used to
There's still
joke
2 to
about
3?
festivals being on roadmaps?
Yeah.
40,000 people and only 5,000 Karafurus.
I feel like you don't hear anyone talk about those anymore. And one of the things I didn't like about the art, it was like they looked all too different. Like they looked like they were almost from different collections. Some of the art, like it wasn't like you could see one and you knew that was one of the Karafurus. It's like they looked almost too different, right? Like a Bored Ape all kind of looked stylistically the same. The Karafurus all kind of had like different stylistic like characters. But like, I don't know if that's what caused it to like not pump, but it was like pumping so hard at the start. And then it kind of just like people stopped talking about it.
Yeah. Well, we know why we don't talk about it in our Discord, but that's another story.
That was a really high Dutch auction though. And they never really even like, I don't know if it was a Dutch, but like to get them, you had to pay. I got 2 of them and like the cost basis was really high. And I was not I was only in profit for maybe like, I remember it, like there was that quick pump to like 5 or 6 ETH and then it went down back to like mid price. So it was like up, down, and then it just stayed there. And I don't know where they're at because I sold right around mid price, I guess. But yeah, it was, I don't know. I guess I don't really have an opinion on them. I haven't been following what they're actually going to be doing.
That was a big gas war, wasn't it, Trey? Like I think it was like a 6K GUI gas war. Like the cost base was like 2.7 or something, wasn't it? Like,
I paid like 3 ETH each for them. It was stupid. It was ridiculous.
So we've got Moonbirds. What other projects are people looking forward to?
Yeah.
Coming up
Drifter
next?
Shoots is doing an open edition this week.
Yes. Yeah.
That one should be big.
Oh, that's right.
You see,
Did you see on that image that he shared?
Saturday, I think.
Tig saw it.
Did y'all see the hidden
No
message
lie.
on the Drifter Shoot?
On the left corner of the Drifter Shoots, it says Hot Doug. I'm not kidding.
Hot Doug in it.
Wait,
Really?
what?
Why?
Yes, not Photoshop.
I don't know.
What? Bring it up.
Yeah, let's see.
I'll find it.
It's got to be one of the tweets.
I don't know.
It was
Which one?
So he put.
I'll find
there's
it.
a photo. There's a shot. It says "We own the night," and it looks like it's in a sewer or something. So the wall has "We own the night." It looks like in the sewer, and there's water at the bottom, and there's graffiti written on both sides of the walls. On the bottom left of the wall, it says "Hot Doug" on the wall. I swear.
Well, isn't that actually like a hot dog restaurant in Chicago?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, Chicago. Yeah, but he's from New York.
Like a Chicago spot.
But he lives in New York. Though.
All right.
Well, so do you guys get jazzed about open editions? I just can't get fired up about open editions. Like, when's the last time? When's the last time one's actually like made a bunch of profit? Like,
probably one of the art blacks.
The problem is a lot of them are nifty, and people just don't like nifty.
Yeah,
but they get onto OpenSea after though, right? And then people still don't want a second guy though,
because they're all the same. That's the big issue.
That's the problem with open. That's the problem with open editions, right? That's why I can't get excited about them.
But the thing is, like,
about? Max Payne is at 1.08.
That's like
flat.
A Chipotle burrito, a pure profit, baby.
Is it 1.08 for real?
Yeah.
Wow.
I looked today. It was 1.04 when I looked today.
Oh wow.
I just
It was
want to
under
see if
one
they
when I
were.
looked earlier today.
Oh,
The-
I just
the-
want to
the
see if
thing
they
is-
were revealed yet.
But the thing is, like everyone said it, like you can't expect these things to pump and flip for a crazy profit because they're open editions. It's just a cheaper entry point for you if you want to be a collector of the artist. You know, I think Drifter Shoots is a great artist. He's hyped. You know, I think if I don't even know what the mint price is gonna be. Lou, do you know what it is for the open?
0.2.
That's pretty cheap. I'll probably get.
Yeah,
it
that's
for
not
0.2.
bad.
Yeah,
I don't mind. Like I don't mind when guys are charging like 0.2 for their open editions. It feels cash
Yeah.
grabby when it was like more
The
than
one.
that. Yeah.
In his other one, granted, it was only 200 of them. It was minted at 0.2 and it's over 2 ETH now.
yeah.
I think it's 0.25 maybe. And we
Yeah.
kind of funded that for being 200 of the same thing. But if
Yeah.
this comes out and it's like 20,000 editions, like FIWO just had 30,000 editions in the paint.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
And it
that's
was
the
like-
thing with open.
And it turned out to be like 0.3 per mint, right? It's like something like that.
Is
Can
this
you
on
convert it?
Nifty?
What's their
too?
$1,000.
Yeah. That was
This-
a nifty too. Yeah.
Is this one Nifty though? The Drifter Shoots one?
He's using his own site.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. I hate the Nifty thing is like barrier to entry for me.
Yeah.
It's just
I
like an
think it'll go
annoyance.
to
Like,
OpenSea.
It is so annoying.
yeah.
I would only have done Nifty for X copy. That's like I don't think there's many artists that I would go
We
out of
didn't
my
do
way.
the
The
we
Pop
didn't do the
Wonder
paint
one?
today.
I must have missed that one then.
So,
Yeah.
but you know what it is too. Like now, as of late, you know, maybe not too long ago, now you can actually bring ETH over because before you couldn't even do that. You had to
Yeah.
buy it with a credit card or debit card. So I back in the day, back last year, Nifty Gateway was probably one of the first platforms I was on buying NFTs on, and I remember like, dude, you could buy one for like $500 and flip it for $3,000 easily within minutes, you know. But you had
Yeah.
to use your debit card or credit card even to cash out or your bank account,
Mhm.
you know, which would kind of suck. And then they did KYC afterwards. Once they started bringing the ETH over, then you had to KYC to even sell stuff. So that kind of
Bitcoin Angel.
yeah, Bitcoin
That was the
Angel.
big
yeah.
one on there.
That was the big one, yeah.
It was like
I
buy
remember
for
that.
$700. It was $777.
777.
And it got to
yeah.
like $5 or $6,000.
Yeah.
38-23 UNC. 50 seconds left in the first half. Woo!
Oof,
Love it.
Woo!
That's not
Love
great
it.
not
for
great.
the bets.
I put a link in the chat, by the way, for that. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he's Portuguese, I think. I don't know. I literally have no idea. I apologize. His Dutch auction, but you have to register for it, even for
Thank
the
you. I have
public
not
Dutch
done that
auction.
yet. Thank you.
Yeah. The Dutch is starting at 0.5 and going down by 0.1 each 45 minutes. So
Good reminder.
Johan.
I'm gonna do it right now.
Johan. Is what Tony said.
Johan?
Yep. So that was the guy that like they gave a whitelist spot to someone who like did a meme about like the China air
Yes.
flight crashing, right? Yeah, okay. But did that get funded too bad, or are they okay now?
I mean, that's who this person is. That's who this
Yeah.
artist is. Like he's known for being incredibly irreverent. But that if you don't like it, then that's honestly how it is.
When is that? That's tomorrow?
Oh, good. Tony's making fun of me.
Is
No,
that tomorrow?
it is. No, the deadline to register is tomorrow. I think.
Wireless Man, April 7th.
I registered. We're good.
There
Thank
go.
you.
Shut up, Marvin. So Marvin, yeah, registration ends on the 6th at 12 a.m. Eastern.
That's in 2
My
days.
mouse is doing the thing where it gets the scroll wheel goes wonky, so up is down and down is up. So I'm having a hard time today.
Fast and slow.
Please bear with me. Babs has been trained well to say thank you for alpha. All right, so we've got Drifter, we've got Moonbirds, Retirement Birds, Diamond Claws, Diamond Hands, Diamond Talons. We've got
Talents.
guy who doesn't like when Chinese people live. What else do we
What?
have?
I think we got Bored Ape Land this month at some point,
This
right?
month. I don't think they're gonna do it this week. Seems too
No,
soon.
but I think it'll be this month. Again, like it's it's an expensive month if you start thinking about Moonbirds and Bored Ape Land. Like, and so me personally, I'm kind of just like sitting on my hands for those two.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. Otherwise, I don't have much else on my radar on them. What you guys?
We don't know
Well,
that the KYC was specifically for the land drop, right? So there's like, if you didn't KYC, there's still a chance that you're going to be in on land drop or that you have the opportunity.
Potentially, yeah. But
Okay.
but most people seem to think it's that. And the reason being, what's Animoca? I don't know how to pronounce their company's name. They're
Animoca.
public. Animoca. They're public, and they seem to imply that they require KYC, and they're supposedly running the land sale. But again,
Which would make some sense if land is used in the game then.
Yeah. So like that's kind of what they implied is they need it for their public.
But I would think the only reason you would need KYC is it because they're gonna create their own marketplace for it. That's what I would think you need KYC for.
Yeah, like but maybe land's connected to the marketplace. I don't know. Like what else?
Why would there be a deadline for submitting your KYC if it was going to be for a marketplace that you would want other people to have access to?
The only thing I can think of is you can pay
you'd always
with
be
a
able
credit
to
card.
Huh?
Like to KYC, my guess.
Yeah, but like
is
Trey's saying, like why would you cut it
Why
off?
would you cut off why would you even set a deadline? Or
like you
maybe
could
to
pay
set the
for what
promo.
you got.
It seems like it'll be tied to some sort of drop that you'll need it for, not like access to a platform or
but that's at the drop you can pay with credit card.
Yeah.
Is my thought.
Yeah.
I just don't see how they're going to sell out 100. What was it? 100? Well, I guess it's 100,000. 100,000.
What do you mean? What do you mean you don't?
No, I don't see how they. I don't see how they'd sell it out if they made everyone KYC, right? Like if the only people who could buy it are KYC people. Like I guess you're assuming that people are going to buy multiple. Maybe that's why.
Well,
because I don't think 100,000 people are going to KYC.
Yeah, we said it was like maybe like 20,000 people did it.
I don't know. Really? Easy had the over on 100,000.
Over 100,000
people that actually KYC'd.
Oh,
damn, that's a lot.
That's
a lot. Crazy. How many
wallets
are there on?
There's like 15 to 20,000 for like holders of one of their 3 projects already, but there's more holders of Ape Coin as well. Like I wouldn't be surprised if it was above, but I would guess under.
I would guess under. There's no way 100,000.
I would guess under 100,000.
Yeah.
But say they give 1 to each holder, that's 30,000 of the plots, and then the holder also gets to mint 1. That's half of the supply right there.
Yeah.
I guess why would a holder not need to KYC though? Right? Because they're not buying it, they're being it given to them. I don't get. Is that different? I don't know. I'm just like, I can't wrap my head around why you needed a KYC and why they couldn't tell us, I guess.
Yeah. And why there's a cutoff for it.
Mid IQ checking in. There's a lot of ways for this to fail. When you're trying something new and different, and especially at this scale, people could just not like the reason that you say you had to KYC and be like, that's stupid. We're Web3 for a reason. Get the hell out of here and just FUD the hell out of it. I think there's a lot of risk on the land. With that said, I'll be buying some land. There's no doubt about it.
So you KYC'd?
Yeah.
So I had trouble. I had trouble with the license getting through. So last minute I was rushing. I found my passport. I sent it out. And then they wrote me back saying, "Hey, we don't accept documents that are expired." So I go back. I realized my passport was expired, and I was like, "I don't give a shit. Like whatever. If I don't get approved for it, like because a lot of people were kind of still on the fence about it. And the more we spoke about it, the more I'm like, I was more on the fence.
I was just kind of over it.
Yeah, I was over it. I was like, I'm not gonna go through that trouble again. Like whatever. But there is an XG drop possibly coming up. Did you guys see that in the chat?
I did
see that.
Yeah. That's
Eyes
what I'm
emoji.
excited for. Yeah, I'm excited for that.
I like that.
I KYC'd and my wife did too, so no big deal.
I should
No
have had my
big
wife
deal.
do it. I've had her.
I mean,
I've
if
had
you're
her
gonna-
enter raffles.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
She's got to pay taxes now,
Um,
Babs.
She already is. She's half of my investment.
Touche.
I actually, no joke, got my wife into Top Shot too for a little bit. So she's.
Oh yeah, we all
I got
did.
my wife.
We
In,
all
I got my
got
wife in the
her.
Top Shot too.
Mine was in it too.
and my
my God.
kids.
My wife
She,
loves doing
she clicked
backdrops.
all the buttons. She clicked all the buttons. I was very much a good boy back then. 100% a good boy back then. All right, gentlemen. Thanks for hanging out, Tig. It's fun to have a fresh face join us.
Thank you for having me.
Trey, go Heels. Are you a Tar Heel fan or just have money on the line?
He's got money on it.
I have money on it, but I'm a little bit of a Tar Heels fan too. They're definitely my college squad that I pull for outside of the Gophers here in Minnesota. But the Gophers are so bad that I had to pick someone. So I date back to the Tyler Hansbrough, Ty Lawson days. So they were they've always been my squad since back in the day.
Feels
And they're the underdogs.
Back to the Hansborough days.
Yeah, right. I know. But still, it feels like forever ago. That's when I first started following them and liking them. So Duke's won me enough money over the years though that I'm kind of okay with them. It's kind of weird.
I
Hate Duke.
fucking hate Duke. Duke sucks so bad.
I think I
I
had
mean,
them
they
in
don't
my
suck.
bracket in
They're good.
2015, and that's what did it. I was just like, there you go.
Oh God, hate it. Lou, thanks for chilling with us.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Masters this week.
Babs, thank
Gonna be
you to
spending
your.
that.
Is
I'm
Masters
surprised there's
this
no
week?
Masters
I think I might
NFT
need to
that's
log
come
out of
out
the
yet.
chat.
There might be
I'm sure there will be
later.
They-
Knights of Degen.
They
got a
barely
deal
let
on.
women into the Masters. Get out of here.
I thought those
You think they're
Australian Open tennis balls or Dusties can be no more Masters NFTs and stuff.
No
None of
way,
that.
dude.
Masters
went
are
up,
too
tennis
old
balls-
school for that.
the tennis balls got up to like 0.4, dude.
Yeah, you didn't sell.
Yeah, I didn't sell the top, Tig. I sold the
Oh.
bottom. They're like 0.06
You
or
better.
something now. Yeah.
Imagine holding a tennis ball. that long.
It's more than a tennis ball, Tig. Obviously. Thank you to the baby Babses for going to bed early, so we can get more Babs time with us.
Mhm.
As always, see you next week.